Hi guys, welcome to RB classes. Today we will study part 5 of turning force. Center of gravity. When we lift a heavy weight with our hand, we have to lean towards right in order to keep our body balanced. To understand why people have to bend in to carry heavy load on their backs, we will first understand the concept of center of gravity. Okay, we know that our bodies are made up of small particles and called molecules, and position of these particles with respect to each other are fixed. Means the particles in our body are fixed with relative position due to relative position, and we will consider the weight of each particle bw. We know that earth attract each particle toward its center of gravity, and it is equal to weight of particle. We already know that the particles earth attract the particles toward its center by force of gravity, and it is equal to weight of particle, that is w. Okay, size of body is very small compared to size of earth. That's why center of earth is very far away, and center of earth is very far away. Okay, the pull of gravity w, the pull of gravity w acting on these particles can be taken to be parallel to each other. See here, all the w are parallel to each other. They can't intersect, they do not intersect each other. Okay, they are parallel to each other, and all the forces acting in same direction only, downward direction, all the force acting, and it can be replaced by single resultant force, and they are replacing by single resultant force called weight of body. Resultant force, okay, means the capital letter W equals all small letter w we will add n times. Okay, W equals n into W, that is weight of body is equal to sum of weight of all particles of body. The weight of body is equal sum of all particles of body. Okay, W is weight of body, capital W, and small w is particle of weight of particles, each particle, n is number of particle. Okay, and each particle of body exerts movement because it of its weight and position. Each particle each particle exerts a movement. Why? Because of its weight and position. Resultant force passes through fixed point G such that the sum of clockwise movement equal to sum of anti-clockwise movement. We already know that sum of clockwise movement is equal to sum of anti-clockwise movement. Okay, and the algebraic sum of moment of weight of particles about the point G is 0. We can define center of gravity as follows also. We can define the center of gravity as center of gravity of a body is the point at which the resultant of the parallel forces called the weight of body acts vertically downward. All the small w is acting downward, means small w is weight of particle. Weight of particle is acting downward. Okay, so due to gravity, no matter in which position the body is placed. Again, this is the definition of center of gravity. Okay, The center of gravity of a body is a point at which the resultant of parallel forces called the weight of body acts vertically downward due to gravity, no matter in which position the body is placed. Okay. Center of gravity of a body is a point at which the body experiences the total gravitational pull. When a body is supported at its center, it is in equilibrium. For example, a uniform meter scale will balance itself at its center of gravity. Okay, see the center of gravity here in all the figures. Okay, and position. It depends on position of center of gravity depends on the mass or distribution of mass in the given shape. Two types of position are there in this, inside and outside. Inside the body, regular homogeneous bodies, body which has definite geometrical shape, whose density is uniform throughout, will have its center of gravity at its geometric center. If a body is suspended at this point, it remains in balanced state. Okay, a body which has definite geometrical shape and whose density is uniform throughout will have its center of gravity at its geometric center. Means the center of gravity of a regular homogeneous bodies will be at geometric center, and body is suspended at its point. It remains in balanced state. See the position of center of gravity of regular homogeneous bodies. Uniform rod at the midpoint of its axis. Circular disc at the geometric center. Okay. Triangle lamina at the point of intersection of its median. Cylinder at the midpoint on its axis. Solid cone at a height h/4 from the base of its axis. Hollow cone at a height h/3 from the base of its axis. Rectangular or parallelogram or square lamina at the point of intersection of diagonals. Okay. Now irregular shaped body. How we will find the center of gravity of irregular shaped body? Okay, we will take irregular shaped body of cardboard whose center of gravity is to determine. Okay, we will punch three holes A, B and C near the outer edge of the cardboard. Now we will suspend the cardboard from the hole A along a plumb line with the help of nail. Okay, with help of nail we will hang the cardboard and we will hang the cardboard. Okay, with a plumb line and help of nail. When cardboard is at rest, because when we will hang it will move and after some time it will be remain at rest. Okay, then we will draw a straight line AD along the plumb line. We will repeat the experiment by suspending cardboard through the hole B and C. Then we will get a straight line BE and CF respectively. Okay, see in this diagram. Okay, if it is observed that the plumb line intersect each other at a common point, okay, we will see that all the lines intersecting each other at a common point G, that is the center of gravity. Where all the points will intersect, that will be the center of gravity. We will remove the cardboard and insert a pin through G. It is found that cardboard is balanced at G in the position of equilibrium. Okay, it will remain, it will balance the cardboard at G in the position of equilibrium. Then point G is the center of gravity of given irregular shaped cardboard. Now we found the center of gravity. This principle of finding the center of gravity is very useful in designing various things by designer. Okay, it is also employed in loading and balancing of irregular shaped bodies. Now, center of gravity outside. We study center of gravity inside body and now outside body. See, here one straight wire is here. Okay, if we will roll, it will be in circle. Center of gravity of a straight wire is in middle, but center of gravity of the bent wire, the wire is bent in a circular ring. Okay, then center of gravity is outside, not inside. That's why we will tell center of gravity outside the body in circle also. In most of the cases, the center of gravity lies within the body. However, it is not necessary that center of gravity will always be inside. Example, we just learned that center of gravity of wire is at midpoint on its axis. But if the wire is bent in form of circle, then the center of gravity will be center of circle, which is outside the body of the circular ring. Okay, I told now, when we will bend the wire, it will be outside the center of gravity. Examples of center of gravity outside the body are, in case of L-shaped bodies, the center of gravity lies outside the body. See the boomerang. The center of gravity is outside the body. Okay, because it is of L-shaped. If it will be full, then you will see also. Center of gravity is outside the body. In L-shaped means boomerang. Center of gravity of a donut is also outside the body, in the middle of hole. See, middle of hole, that's why it is also outside. And the center of gravity of necklace lie outside body. Okay, in necklace also center of gravity is outside. Okay, and you have seen horseshoe magnet. The center of gravity of horseshoe magnet does not lie within the body of the material. It is also not lying within the body. It is also outside. Okay. And the center of gravity of motor tire does not lie within the body of the material. You have seen the motor tire. Bike tires, you have seen. The center of gravity is outside the body. Here we get that center of gravity is not only inside the body, it can also be outside the body. Okay, I hope today's class you understood. Thank you.